innkeeper's staring at us. She's being subtle about it, but something's off. Watch what you say around her. Need something? I'd rather ask you something this time. Where are you from? This province suits you. How'd you end up back in Skyrim? That must have been a sight. What was it like? I guess I can't blame you for that. My curiosity will have to just go unsatisfied. In any case, I'm glad you made it out. Thanks for telling me.
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites.
Run will be in your debt.
A dangerous, half-collapse Nordic ruin, probably crawling with Draugr. I hope the pay is good. Say no more. I'm in. Hey. Move the pillars to show snake, snake, whale, just like the carvings. There's always a carving. These puzzles aren't really meant to keep anyone out. They're meant to keep the Draugr in the tombs.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
There's gratitude for you. I hope he gets a spike trap to the face. Can you read those word walls? You were staring at it for a long time. No, nothing. I know enough to read the gist of the inscriptions. I've always thought they were just memorial stones, but clearly there's more to them than that. You're full of surprises. Nice, let's get this Dragonstone back to Whiterun and get paid. I wonder what it says.
I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
I'd be really excited if I weren't also convinced that we're going to die.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Talk to me when you get a moment. Dragonborn? Did you know? No, stupid of me to ask that. How could you have possibly known? How do you feel?
Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now
Oh, cheer up. It looked really impressive. Let's get back to Whiterun. Oh, impressive title. Should make it easier to avoid jail at least. Ha! I'll vanquish your enemies, but don't expect me to babysit your stuff.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. Be careful up there.
Seems really young to have bad knees. Oh well. I guess it's not the years, it's the mileage. Why in Dagoth's name do the Greybeards live so far up a mountain? Did Kinnereth bless us? I feel peaceful.
You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind.
Watching you learn dragon speech so quickly has been incredible. Yeah, it should be interesting. Strange errand, though. Do you suppose the next Dragonborn to come along will have to go put the horn back? Huh. Still, I'm looking forward to seeing this tomb. When the Greybeards teach you their understanding of a word, are they sharing a piece of their soul with you? I read those emblems along the 7,000 steps. The Greybeards' leader, Paarthurnax, he has the same name as an ancient dragon. Hey there. Okay, this is something I would do if I was expecting an ambush or a betrayal. Guess I'm not paranoid then. I'll watch your back at this meeting.
Make yourself at home.
This cloak and dagger routine is getting ridiculous.
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. Better to stick together. I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
Look, no one is more surprised than me that I'm still alive, but I think we have it covered.
Remember, we're not looking for trouble. We need to get to Kynesgrove as fast as we can.
What if trouble finds us?
I hope you're Dragonborn, I really do. But we'll find out soon enough.
We already know she's Dragonborn. You'll be enlightened soon enough.
We may both end up dead, but at least it gets me out of Riverwood. I don't really think I'm cut out for the quiet life.
Right now.
Speak for yourself,
I don't know who I
Delphine.
think I am, and I don't
I don't
care.
plan on
Leave
dying
me
today,
alone.
and neither does my friend.
I don't have time.
There's an inn at Kynesgrove, the Braidwood. I hear they serve a nice dark ale. Nothing on the Sleeping Giant, of course.
Yeah, people are really lining up for Orgnar's skeever stew and flat ale.
I'm glad you were willing to trust me. I know it probably wasn't the best way to introduce myself, but old habits, you know.
If I followed my old habits, she'd be finding out just how far she can swim.
Sahloknir, Klidar, Zur.
I'm going to check
And
that
I
out.
thought I was grumpy when I first wake up.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed.
Eh? Go on. Never forget who and what you are. You're the Dragon of the North. The Greybeards may have recognized it in you, but they didn't give it to you. I hope for your sake that it doesn't require that sort of sacrifice I was asked of Martin Septim. If I were a better Nord, I'd kneel. Fortunately for your ego, I'm not.
Meet me at the Solitude Stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
I don't like you going in alone. It's a close haul, and there's no leeway. Of course I am. I've heard about the Thalmor and what they do to their captives. Delphine is a blade, so naturally she's fixated on the Thalmor. There has to be other possibilities we haven't considered. I know, you're right. Just remember that Delphine's loyalty is going to be to her cause first, not to you personally, no matter what she says. And she's used to calling her own shots, so don't get caught. You realize this is exactly why they regard us Nords as barbarians, yeah?
I think I can oblige.
I think I see Malborn. I hope Delphine knows what she's doing. Yeah, me too, given Delphine's questionable fashion sense. But two of us would attract more attention. This plan here depends on surprise and stealth. I consider that a promise. Hey, yourself. I knew you'd miss me enough to come back alive. How'd it go? That good, huh? Did you learn anything useful? In that case, we need to find Esbern before the Thalmor get the wind back in their sails.
Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Think back to Helgen. I know you said it was chaos, but what was happening at the exact moment Alduin appeared? You specifically? Not Ulfric? It's just a hunch. But what if you're the important one? What are the odds of the first dragon anyone's seen in centuries,
laying waste to an insignificant fort, an act which just happened to save your life. Akatosh is the dragon god, and the god of time. Does make you wonder. The Return of the Dragons being connected to you, a dragonborn, seems more plausible than anything related to politics and warfare. If Esbern can't tell us anything useful, maybe there are others out there who can.
Next time, keep your plans quiet, and nothing will happen to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else.
But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult.
Here are the Akaviris ablaze. You see their distinctive
we could break it down and move it?
Now they need their information fulfilled.
I'm kidding. I'm not so sure it bodes well for us. Our two main allies can't stand each other.
Look!
I could have used that shot on deck during a few storms I've been in.
The view from here is breathtaking. Here, we should take some time to appreciate it before we head down.
Paarthurnax isn't named after a dragon. He is a dragon.
Somewhere in the ice fields, if you want to try to find him.
Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube.
It's not bad. Well, I'm not saying I'd like the Bella Sun Heights getaway here, but the mushrooms are actually quite nice. I wonder what's over there by that sun-like structure. The mud crabs down here don't seem to be aggressive. I wonder why. Maybe I could find a small one. Keep it as a pet. They're really pretty. I had no idea that Nirnroot came in red. It's gotta be worth money to someone. Does Crimson start with a C or a K? I knew this bard went by the name of Crimson, but he insisted on spelling it with a K, and I've never been able to keep it straight since. Huh. Interesting. I'm listening. This machine seems meant to focus light by moving the lenses. Damned if Septimus didn't make some sense. Start with the cube. Move the glow.
You shall not evade me forever.
I know eyeballs back there is weird, and Septimus makes less sense than a drunk Reichling, but don't rule this request out. There's a lot to be learned if you're careful. I'm no one's servant. Bargaining with Daedra is a transaction, and yes, I've done it. Of course it is. Anything worth doing has a risk. As long as you don't start lecturing me about it. Besides, fearing knowledge for its own sake is like fearing a knife because you might cut yourself. The appropriate reason for fear is what you might do with what you know, or do in ignorance because of what you don't know. What's there to think about? Fearing knowledge for its own sake is like fearing a knife because you might cut yourself. The appropriate reason for fear is what you might do with what you know, or do in ignorance because of what you don't know. Daedra, take me. I know, right? Fearing knowledge for its own sake is like fearing a knife because you might cut yourself. The appropriate reason for fear is what you might do with what you know, or do in ignorance because of what you don't know.
Die now. Meet your fate in Sovngarde.
You could die screaming.
So we can begin.
A sign of true compromise will be when everyone's unhappy. Good luck.
I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're
overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here.
There's one more thing. We know about Paarthurnax.
I warned you Delphine would put her own cause first. What are you going to do?
Thousands of years of contemplating the way of the voice alone on a mountain isn't enough repentance for you? Some of the dragons flying overhead don't even attack us. Just remind me to never get on your bad side. And you have the soul of a dragon. What's it going to cost you to slay them all? What are the blades going to do when they don't need you anymore? Think about that. I'm relieved to hear it. The blades are playing their old zero-sum game, but Paarthurnax, he changed the equation with that way of the voice. As long as they're stuck in the past, they're no help to you.
I'm putting my city in your hands.
When I was a boy, I used to pretend I was Olaf One-Eye trapping the dragon.
You're
And now
a spoiled
look,
baby.
never imagined I'd be doing it for real.
Father you said that.
Yeah.
Hear that?
Got him!
Need!
I think it's holding.
No idea how long
I
have
can't
waited
believe that
for
worked.
such an opportunity. I would be most
You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there?
tests
Don't leave yet. I need to give you something.
the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage.
About that.
Do not
Let me teach you the
test my
spell I worked
promise
up.
to the
This is either
Dovahkiin.
my most brilliant idea ever, or I'll wind up in some pit of oblivion.
Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Yeah, with this, you should be able to bring me wherever you are. Just come get me if the second thing I mentioned happens, okay?
Or a small amount of blood.
Amativ, mu bo kotin stinselok. Both Akrin, I will look for your return, or Alduin's.
I can't believe that summon spell actually worked. Not for me. It's just, there's gotta be more than this. I've got nothing against drinking and feasting, but don't you think it gets boring after all we did? Where's the spark? Where's the challenge? Huh. I guess I'm just not ready to die then. Look, if I want to spend eternity getting shit-faced and fighting, I could have just stayed a common sailor. I prefer an afterlife with a little more variety. No offense, of course. Wait, are you saying that I'm not good enough to be here? Come on, I may be a pirate, but I'm no coward. Right? We'll find an afterlife with a little more variety, trust me. Keep them going.
Dovahkiin, you should not have come here.
Clear skies. Victory. We're in the realm of the dead, but I've never felt more alive. Hey, listen. It was an honor to fight alongside you. Oh, come on. That was inspiring. You, with the voice, shoulder to shoulder with heroes of legends, and I got to be a part of it. It feels good. You're the one always telling me I need a purpose in life, and well, maybe I should try saving the world a lot more often. All right. Look, let's just get back to civilization before I get any more wild ideas. Odafing would carry me sometime? Flying must be incredible. Cheers to us, the Dragonborn and the dashing pirate, relic hunter. Cheers! First round's on you, hero. Cheers to us, a clever, handsome, successful, swashbuckling rogue, and the Dragonborn.
But there's a Khajiit hanging around the main gate. I didn't like the way he was looking at me. I'm sure he's Thalmor, just waiting for me to leave so he can follow me and kill me in a lonely place.
We should help Malborn out. It's not right for Delphine to just leave him high and dry like this. and makes you wonder if everyone else is just as expendable to her. And I love you, now and forever. I have a wedding gift for you. You should look in my old cabin. You don't have to accept it, but what's mine is yours after all. Hey, you. Yeah? It's a pretty good copy, isn't it? I'm betting that Luke and Valerius and Riverwood won't be able to tell the difference between this copy and the real thing. Say no more, love. Just keep looking distracted the next time we're in the shop. I'll take care of the rest. What is it?
Ah, good to see you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Camilla, really? You don't have better things to do? Because I could certainly find quite a few tasks. All right, then.
As you wish.